Hello my little salchichas, and welcome back. How are you guys doing? So over the past couple of days, I've still been moving in, still been getting settled in at the new shop. We got internet installed here. The dog area has been improving also. So there's just been a lot of moving, organizing, setup, and I'm not done quite yet. But over the past couple of days, I've been coming over to the shop and working on the RX7 just to get the wrap done. That's the big thing I just want to get done right now, is finish wrapping this car so that way I can reassemble it. So that way, all the parts on the rear rack can go away and then go back on the car. So that way there's a little bit less of a mess. I've got a pile of 22 plus WRX parts piling up. I've got some stuff on the STI we need to do, but I don't want to do any of that until I get through wrapping this car. So like I said, over the past 2 days, been coming over to the shop. Every time I come over here, I've been trying to knock out at least a panel or two. So let's actually jump to that footage of wrapping the giant quarter panel piece right there and the rear bumper from last night. What do you think I used for all my Samsung videos? Remy, where's my magnet? What do you mean you're gonna let me go? Where am I going? So now that we're all caught up there, what we have left to do is an A-pillar, a headlight, the roof, the other quarter panel, but I need to sand it down a little bit. We were able to pull the dent out of the one quarter panel that everyone was pointing out. There was still enough of a dent there, or missing paint, that I decided to put some glazing putty on it. So that has been curing since yesterday, so we'll push this thing outside here in a little bit, sand that all smooth, and then we can start wrapping this panel here. But for the most part, everything else came out great. The bumper looks awesome. I had to do it in 2 pieces because the contour of the bumper just wouldn't let me wrap it that way, so there is one seam line right on the body line of the bumper there. This quarter panel came out awesome. There's a couple things I'm not particularly happy with that I'm gonna have to go through and fix. I did cut the wrap a little bit too short right here, so I'm just gonna put a little seam piece right there so that way you can't see it. With my first time of wrapping an RX-7, I mean, there's things that you learn every single time, but this car, as easy as it does kind of look to wrap, it's not as easy as you might think. There are some like weird contours to it. The bumpers have been the worst part. I still have to finish the front bumper. There's one more inlay I need to put on that. There's just weird contours to it. The rear bumper came out awesome. Not too many issues I had with it, but I'm superb. I'm super happy with that thing. So what I want to do right now is go through, reassemble the taillights back on here. I did buy the Inozetek taillight conversion for LEDs. So when that comes in, we're gonna open these up, make our own LED boards for it, solder everything, make resistors. They're gonna be super dope. That's gonna happen a little bit later on, but for now, we're just gonna get the taillights put back on and then reassemble this area. And then from there, we'll probably jump up to wrapping this headlight bucket. And while we're wrapping that, Dustin's gonna come over and I think he's gonna weld the intercooler piping for this car and maybe for the STI also. You guys want pig ears? Want pig ear? Do you want a piggy ear? It's gonna have pig ears. All right, they got some pig ears. I'm gonna get to work. We'll do a potty break. You wanna do a potty break? We'll go frolic in the grass for a little while, okay? Is that what you want? You wanna go frolic? It's poop time for the yogurt. What are you stretching as I'm trying to put your thing on, man? One little potato. I'm a potato. Got this quarter panel all prepped, ready to go. I've already wiped it all down, so we're gonna go ahead and grab our sheet that I have hung up there on the wall, lay it out across the car, trim out this door here, trim out the wheel well, trim out up here, trim out anywhere where we really just don't need the excess. Get that piece done with, and then we can jump to the roof, and then all the major body panels on the car at that point will be done. Then we just have some small stuff like the wing, the headlight bucket, and things like that. I do have my other cabinet that's getting dropped off today, so at some point we're gonna have to swing back to the house, come back over here, get that assembled, get all the cleaning stuff and all the oils and fluids and whatnot put away. But for now, let's at least just get as far as we can. Taillights back in, rear quarter panel, and up to the roof line done. I totally just opened the hatch and screwed up my knifeless tape here. So, now that we have this massive panel here done, the car is looking pretty much complete. We need to do the roof, which we're about to do here shortly, but before I do the roof, I do want to knock out assembling this cabinet. I went back to the house, drop off one of the dogs. I still have the potato back there sleeping, but I got the big cabinet for all of the chemicals. I'd like to get these up and off the ground just so that way the dogs don't get into any of this stuff. So let's go ahead and assemble a cabinet real quick, and then we can go ahead and wrap this A-pillar here. Once the A-pillar's done, we can do the roof, and then the body of the car is pretty much done. From there, we have a headlight bucket, which we'll probably do, and then start going on the wing. The wing looks like it's gonna friggin' suck just because it has so many contours to it. It's gonna be like an inlay here. This'll all be an inlay, this'll be an inlay. Dude, there's just gonna be so many of them. Plus I gotta go through here, do a little bit of body work, sand this whole thing down just because there's a lot of nicks in it. I'd like the wing to obviously look good, just like the rest of the car does. But dude, the Millennium Jade, man, I just wanna see what the roof does. Hey, Miss Potato. Miss Potato. You wanna help me assemble a cabinet, or are you just gonna chill? All right, you're gonna chill. Cabinet all set up, and let me tell you, Daddy-o, we got it full of detailing stuff, which is what this cabinet is dedicated for, because I have way more detailing supplies in the house. The orbitals, the pads, more detailing stuff, chemical cabinet right there. So now all the chemicals are just up and off the floor, because my handy helper back there, I don't want her getting into anything dangerous. Isn't that right? We don't want you getting into anything dangerous, do we, Mochi? In the cabinet, if we open it up, just to give you guys a quick rundown in here, microfibers for detailing, drying towel, hose and pressure hose for the pressure washer because we have our own water spigot right outside, 2 buckets, ton of detailing stuff, more detailing stuff. I'll have more for right there, more towels for there, and I don't know what'll go there, but like a ton of nice variety and assortment of stuff. In here, if I feel the need to upgrade this later on, I'll get another one of these for right here and have this be like a chemical cabinet for dangerous chemicals, but for right now I feel like this is okay. We've got Subaru coolant, a little bit of oil down there, some distilled water, spark plugs, oil filters for the WRX, RX7, some other random stuff. So I finally feel like it's starting to be a little bit cleaner in here, which is what I want. Back to the RX7, because I want to finish wrapping this thing tonight. We need to do this A-pillar here up to this knifeless tape. Once we get the A-pillar done, then we can put another piece of knifeless tape down on top of that, wrap the roof, and then the main body of the car is wrapped at that point. Except for that headlight, which I guess we'll do after that. main body of the car is done. It's all wrapped green. Oh, A-pillar's done, roof is done, seals back in on this. I'm gonna do this in the morning. We still have the wing to do, as well as one headlight cover, and I think those little 2 side vents, and I think the car is done at that point. I just need to order all new seals for this thing. Like, I thought I could save some of them, man. It's just not the case. I need new window trim moldings right here, because these are just wrecked. These are wrecked. Those are wrecked. Oh, it's gonna be like $1,000 in seals. But for a car that's timeless like this, you do it, right? You just nut up and you buy the parts and you don't complain. God, this car looks fucking good. Ah, I love it. All right, it's whatever, we'll do it. I want some carbon feed style side skirts. I don't want the feed ones because they're way too expensive. I would like Ganador mirrors, but Ganadors are way too expensive also, so I might just buy Ganador style. Some people are gonna be like, you buy authentic. I'm not spending $3 grand on fucking mirrors. You gotta be high on them. Like, I don't mind so much wrapping the big stuff, like the hood, the fenders, the doors, all that kind of stuff, but bumpers suck. Rear quarter panels suck when they're a split design like that is on the RX7. It's just not a good time, so I'm gonna dip out. We'll be back over here in the morning. We'll wrap that other headlight cover. We'll also get the banner on, and I may start on the wing. All the body parts, all the main body parts are now wrapped. Oh wow, it doesn't want to focus on that. The headlight cover I just knocked out. I have one inlay left I have to do on that little bumper down there. You might be able to see a little piece of silver in there that I got to put the inlay on. But what I want to do now is go around the whole car and post heat it. What it means to post heat is you're taking your heat gun, you're going around all the wrap, and you're just heating it all up again. And what that's going to do is it's going to help adhere any of the wrap that the glue hasn't properly adhered yet to the car. It's also going to start peeling some of the edges back and the corners back, so that way we can go through and start making sure that everything is solid, no corners are going to lift, and everything is just good to go on the wrap. So this will probably take me a half hour. Got my last little bumper inlay done, got this thing post heated. We are gonna go over it with a quick ceramic coat here in a couple of minutes just to get it protected for the time being, and then we'll do an actual ceramic coat on it later on. But the cool thing with Inozetek is you can actually polish this as if it were paint, so it's kind of cool. I still have the mirrors to figure out. I want Ganadors, I just don't want to pay the price for Ganadors, so we'll cross that bridge later. For now, I'm gonna reassemble the trunk, get all the crap back in here, get this put back together so that way I can get like the Bose sound system and a whole bunch of stuff off the back rack, back into the car to minimize how much stuff I just have scattered everywhere.
Still hot.
What'd you expect?
I was hoping. You said you got the water. Oh, gotta get all the. What?
And it fits so much better.
We haven't even put it up there.
I don't care. Whatever you make, it's gonna fit better than what I make.
We haven't even tried. We don't even know if it does fit.
It will fit. I bet you it fits. It's just a tight fit. But that's okay. That means that it will hold all of the boost, right? That fits perfect!
Alright, I guess.
That looks fucking mint. Sorry, once it's
Luckily that one was loose.
Right, once it's in, it should never have to come back out. Unless I'm like working on shit.
That's not my problem.
No, that's not your problem. That's my problem.
I was just told to make it fit.
It does fit. You did great. You did great.
Now we gotta deal with my fucking door and just slide under.
Dude, his door broke over here, so every time he has to go in, he's got to slide under this gap. That's like a foot tall.
Dude, it's like literally just enough for me to slide.
That's literally like a foot tall.
All right, here we go. I'll be back.
Watch this man contort his body. Look at this. Look at this. There's limbo. You're doing great. Look at that. Without issue at all. Slid right in. Like a hot dog down a hallway.
All right, see you in a little bit.
Okay. Dude, the color on this thing looks so fucking wild out in the actual like daylight and whatnot. It's a little bit overcast right now, so it's like perfect. The Millennium Jade looks insane. It suits the 90s so well for the RX-7. I honestly don't think we could have put a better color on it. Maybe yellow. Yellow's kind of iconic on these cars, but dude, there's a couple things I'm not super pumped with on the wrap about, just because like I said, it's an old car. Some things just didn't want to like work out in our favor. The seal up right here just kept ripping as I was wrapping it in there. Same with down in here, it just ripped a little bit. The seam lines I'm not too crazy happy about, but with it being like clamshell style where the A-pillar, the roof, and the rear fenders all wrap into one piece, didn't really have too much of a choice there. I just need to get more stuff ordered for the FD. It's just expensive. Old Mazda parts are just stupid expensive for RX-7. So I want to get the exterior stuff that I want ordered. Engine-wise, I think I just need to order an ethanol sensor. I still need 2 more injectors, and then I think it's just plumbing everything up, getting the base tune on there, taking care of all the small stuff, power steering lines, tightening down coolant lines, things like that, putting fluids in it, getting a base tune, starting it up. So it's not far out from starting. It's just with the move, the STI stuff, it's just been kind of pushed back, but I want to get the RX-7 done as well as the STI shortly, so that way we can jump on the next project. Plus, I want the RX-7 to be running for the fall, so that way I have like a fun 90s. There's just like a special feeling about driving like a 90s fun Japanese car on like cool fall days. Like in the summertime when it's like blistering 90 degrees, I probably won't drive the RX-7. Same with the STI. If it's too hot out for me and I feel like I need AC, I probably won't drive the cars. Super pumped for both of these. So once Dustin gets done with that intercooler pipe, we'll jet out, but.
Looks like me in the morning, just dangling.
Ooh, look at that, man. That looked good. That looks way better than what I was gonna build. What's wrong with my coupler?
It's cut weird.
Yeah, I had to. It's a 135-degree coupler.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
I had to cut it weird.
Oh, that's good.
It's
Now
in.
we just need to get them all brush polished.
And it matches like down here and all the ducting and everything.
Nobody's looking that far.
I'm looking that far.
I was looking at the intercooler all polished, so I figured my pipe would look polished.
No, dude, the pipe looks better. I prefer the brushed.
Don't forget your black Sharpie.
I'm gonna leave it there for you for next time. I like your shirt, Mazda Speed. It's perfect.
Is it?
It fits the theme right now.
Well, they used to give us free cars. They used to give us free hardtops. They used to give us free parts.
Free hardtops would be nice. Those are hard to find nowadays.
We could go to any of the parts distribution centers and go in there and say, hey guys, you got a hardtop on the shelf? And they'd be like, oh yeah, here's one that got sent back. It was missing a screw.
You just take it?
And they just give them to us. Mazda would just make it free, basically.
That's so nice.
I've got friends.
When you say the early days when you need wooden.
When the cars came out in 90, early 90s. It was when Spec Miata came out that they couldn't do it anymore. There was just simply too many people driving Mazdas at that point in time. But yeah, in the early days, they could afford to give stuff away free.
That's so nice.
They'd bring a trailer full of parts to the runoffs and distribute parts all week long. And then they didn't want to take back the trailer thing in it. So at the end of the day on Sunday, they just who needs this?
Whoever
needs
wants
this?
them.
They just shovel them out
Oh,
the
that's
door.
so nice. I wish they still did this stuff like that.
Yeah, so do I.
Alrighty, is that it?
That is it for now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we see you over there.
I teleported back to the house magically. I feel like it was kind of cool to show you guys like how empty the old workspace actually is. I still have a couple bins to take over to the shop. I'm gonna be wrapping up this Legacy this week. I'm waiting on 2 more valves. We had an issue with the right-hand cylinder head, so We're replacing the cylinder head with a brand new one. They sent me 2 of the wrong valves for some reason. I couldn't tell you why. So waiting for the company to email me back to get 2 replacement valves. If I don't hear back from them by like Tuesday, I'm just gonna buy 2 more and then get that car done with to get it out of here. So I'm big hyped on the RX-7. I'm gonna get some more RX-7 parts ordered so that way we can get that car working, because I know myself and a lot of you guys wanna see the RX-7 back out on the road. That thing hasn't driven in 10 years. So it's probably gonna have some underlying issues that we're not already aware of that we're gonna find once it comes to driving it. So just be well aware that it's a 30-year-old car that's sat for 10 years. It's bound to have issues. But anyways, the crank sprocket for the STI shows up tomorrow, so we'll get the STI going this week. So with that, that's all I got. If you guys like the video, you know what to do. Go and hit that like button, turn it black, blue, green, yellow, purple, silver, cyan, whatever color it turns for you. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel and you want to be one of these corners, no idea which one quite yet. But with that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. So peace out, homies. Woo!